At first glance, it looks like an abandoned dump. But this plot of land in Macon County, Alabama is described in an FBI search warrant as a makeshift military-style obstacle course belonging to a small group of terrorists led by Siraj Wahhaj, who own the property. Up a long dirt road, but just a few miles from downtown Tuskegee, Alabama.
Just because you're in a small town or a small state does not mean you might not potentially have individuals engaged in the types of activities that would call into question threats to national security.
The property, similar to another compound in New Mexico, the group is now linked to, where federal prosecutors say Wahhaj and these other 4 suspects were training children to carry out deadly terror attacks on American soil. Just in the last week, the FBI's Assistant Director for Counterterrorism told lawmakers here on Capitol Hill there are 850 domestic terrorism investigations opened right now, adding that about 40% of those are cases of racially motivated violent extremism.
The threat of domestic terrorism exists in every region of the United States and affects all walks of life.
In the Alabama case, the group may not have carried out an attack, but the remains of a child believed to belong to Wahhaj, who he's charged with kidnapping, were also found on the property in New Mexico. For other small-town cases, the former head of the Mobile, Alabama FBI field office, Tim Furman, says the engaged citizen is often the best defense.
Sometimes if you see something, it isn't suspicious. It's someone exercising their First Amendment rights or living the way they do that you may not necessarily agree with, but does not pose a criminal or a national security threat. But sometimes they actually are.
I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.